Before I go on, let me be clear. This is not about the Chinese people. So when I speak of the threat from China, I mean the government of China and the Chinese Communist Party. To understand this threat and how we must act to respond to it, the American people should remember three things. First, we need to be clear-eyed about the scope of the Chinese government's ambition. The Chinese Communist Party believes it's in a generational fight to surpass our country in economic and technological leadership. Now that's sobering enough, but it's waging that fight not through legitimate innovation, not through fair and lawful competition, and not by giving their citizens the freedom of thought and speech and creativity that we treasure here in the United States. Instead, China is engaged in a whole-of-state effort to become the world's only superpower by any means necessary. The second thing the American people need to understand is that China uses a diverse range of sophisticated techniques, everything from cyber intrusions to corrupting trusted insiders. They've even engaged in outright physical theft, and they've pioneered an expansive approach to stealing innovation through a wide range of actors. Another tool China and the Chinese Communist Party use to manipulate Americans is what we call malign foreign influence. Malign foreign influence efforts are subversive, undeclared, criminal or coercive attempts to sway our government's policies, distort our country's public discourse, and undermine confidence in our democratic processes and values. China is engaged in a highly sophisticated malign foreign influence campaign, and its methods include bribery, blackmail, and covert deals. Chinese diplomats also use both open, naked economic pressure and seemingly independent middlemen to push China's preferences on American officials. The Chinese government is engaged in a broad, diverse campaign of theft and malign influence, and it can execute that campaign with authoritarian efficiency. And they're not subject to the righteous constraints of an open, democratic society or the rule of law. China, as led by the Chinese Communist Party, is going to continue to try to misappropriate our ideas, influence our policymakers, manipulate our public opinion, and steal our data. That when China violates our criminal laws and international norms, we are not going to tolerate it. The FBI and our partners throughout the U.S. government will hold China accountable and protect our nation's innovation, ideas, and way of life. On the Chinese threat, on the seriousness of it, on the priority of it, on the need to come together to tackle the threat, I'm actually seeing a level of alignment and consensus, bipartisan, across the public and private sector, with academia and with foreign partners, in a way that I've never seen in my career, and I think that's good news.